It is said bad things come in threes. Well, this week, great things come in threes. 3 seconds left. Lions win by 3. We're 1 win away from the third round of the playoffs, which is the Grey Cup game. Lions winning, and we're going to talk about it next. Leo's Legion, your 3 down bros here. Roland, Arthur, and Greg here to celebrate and talk about all the great things that happened in the Western semifinal. Lions 33, Calgary Stampeders 30, walk-off field goal by Sean White. Looked a little doubtful for this, bro. I don't know about the rest. But before I go any further, my high-level thoughts, highest props ever to the team component segment of this team I was hardest on, and that's special teams. Those guys carried this game all the way through that game. Coverage, returns, field goals, timely punts, what have you. Special teams stepped up. What are your thoughts, Roland?
Yeah, well, first of all, before I go into my thoughts, welcome everyone who's joining us on the live stream. I'm glad that you can join us. Just gonna read a few messages here. So, just believe, hello. I'm back, he says. Glad to have you with us again. Daniel says, hi there. Morbital says, howdy. Morbital, special teams won the game 100%. Yes, absolutely. Warren says, let's go, boys. What a win. Yeah, absolutely. And actually, okay, Daniel says, is this the team of destiny like 1994? Hard to say. We're gonna discuss that a little bit more tonight. But yeah, my high level thoughts. What a game! Like, we we started off a bit slow, but we were still ahead. First half was okay, but second half Calgary just turned on the afterburners, and we were caught flat-footed. And we're not for special teams like Greg said. We would have lost. But props to the whole BC Lions squad for coming together to eke out that win. I say eke out because it was so close, down to the last minute. I almost had a heart attack there at the end. Arthur sitting beside me when Calgary got their last field goal. Arthur's. I think you're saying that's it. That's it. we lost, right?
No, I was saying when they got possession after we had to punt.
Yeah.
And they were driving they were about to drive, and we're like, they're down by 3. I'm like, okay, they're gonna,
yeah. Just Believe says, props to VA, Eric Brooks, and Dave Dickinson to wrapping up the game and delivering it in a gift bag. Yeah, absolutely. VA played his heart out. I mean, if there was anything that made me feel bad at the end of the game, it's that VA let it all out, and it just wasn't meant to be for him this year. But he was an absolute champ playing in that game. Morbital, it just had to be a CFL classic for the last real CFL game I'll ever see at BC Place. Yeah, I hear you, Morbital. I hear you. Daniel says,
that's a discussion.
This game was one of the best playoff games ever at BC Place that I attended. Yeah, absolutely. I think I was telling the guys, right? Or was it, I was telling my wife, if I wasn't so invested in the BC Lions that I was like on the edge of my seat, if I was just like a regular fan, this is the most entertaining game you would ever see. We had a friend who came with us, and she said, best game ever. So.
Well, that was her first football game, period. Never mind with CFL, NFL, whatever. That was her first football game live or TV, whatever, period. And she was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah. Just Believe says, the Stamps mismanaged the clock twice to blow the game. Yeah, they did. One of which was VA's fault. The other was Dave's fault. Yeah, I agree with you. Just Believe. We'll touch on that when we go through the highlights. But yeah, that was I was telling people we got lucky because those mistakes that Calgary did, those two mismanagement helped us. If they didn't mismanage that, they probably would have won. Okay, Arthur, your high-level thoughts.
Well, I mean, Calgary outclassed our offense and defense, so they won the war in the trenches. If you reflect back to our pregame thoughts
Yeah.
from all three of us, the Lions didn't produce on any one of the three.
Yeah. Yes.
They
And it's
they
actually
thought they
quite
knew
the
better
opposite.
than the Bros.
Yeah, it's actually quite the opposite. They didn't produce at all, and
Yeah.
we lost the war in trenches. We didn't get first down production. Rollins was
Established the run.
establishing the run.
Established the run, which we
Yeah,
didn't.
that was a big F. So
Our
I mean,
total, like, Butler had 25 yards on 7 carries.
That's
Nathan Rourke had
horrid.
68. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no. So, um, but the special teams got us 13 points from my calculations.
Yeah.
You know, when you win by 3 and you only scored 33 points total, special teams comes up with 13.
Yep.
You know, that's so we talked about Greg was poo-pooing our special teams all year.
Oh yeah,
Not
the
just
return
and
game.
maybe not
The
just
return
Greg.
game. Just the return game. Let's get that
Oh,
right.
okay.
I was always happy with coverage from when Benny
Okay,
came on
okay.
last year. Coverage was good. Kicking, I mean, come on, Sean White, right?
But punting,
Oh yeah, we were
punting.
I mean the crowd just around us is like he needs hang time. Where coverage is there, but he's not up there. But then when he needed that hang time, he boomed a couple.
Yeah.
And that I think caused that fun, but we can talk about that. But yes, I was the poo pooing that return game. Oh, badly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's good to have the win, and you know you want to win. Yeah, an ugly win's a nice win at home, but they're gonna have to up their game against
Oh
Saskatchewan next week. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah,
Thanks.
for sure. Okay, let me read a few comments. Mortal says, was there any clarity to what was said at halftime going into the tunnel? Something Betts said. Well, there was a whole bunch of stuff that Arthur was reading on Twitter. You know, Farhan was saying that there were some punches laid and all that. But I listened to Dickinson's post-game interview, and he was asked that question. And he didn't mention any punches. He just said that, yeah, there was something. And he said there was a pat on the back or something. Maybe it was a little too hard or something. that's what he said.
That's such a Dickinson response, man.
So not exactly sure what happened. Do you know anything else, guys?
Well, Moncrief in the post game with VA and Moncrief, they just both of them to a guy said it was just emotions running high. And I don't know, is BC Place one of the few stadiums where they go down the same tunnel to their opposing locker rooms?
I don't know.
But there was something also about kneeing to the chest, and I think Betts was addressing that in there too. I read on an Instagram feed, but that's about all I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Betts was being held down, knee to the chest. That was one of those. That was the one run. I think it was going on the left side, and he was just pinned down, and there was no. He was like incensed because the play is over, and then they still pinned him down, right? So of course, some type of chokehold, or no one wants to be like that, and you're getting embarrassed too a little bit. So not a good look. But Calgary and BC, they've had some off whistle shenanigans in the past, right? We're in with Lucky,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
right?
The
So
parking lot.
there's and then you meet in the playoffs like 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So and there's got to be some
Yeah.
animosity.
There's lots of emotion there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just Believe says in the Stamp Stadium they have separate tunnels. Same with the Riders. I haven't
Yeah.
been into any other stadiums though. Okay, so at least those two are separate.
Yeah, because I know Montreal. I think I remember now that he says it because I would think the old school college stadiums like McMahon and was it Percival Molson or whatever it is, they will have different tunnels because that's old time. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Oh, Just Believe was at the game when they had the fight in the parking lot. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, I think Lucky said something about Cam Judge's sisters. I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Calgary's a real rivalry with BC. So Almost says very rarely that we lose in the trenches but win the game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Just the stats at the end of the game, just looking at the yardage. What was Calgary over 500 and we were maybe barely scratching 2?
Well,
No.
almost 300, I think.
Yeah.
300?
Come on.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
still it was very lopsided,
yeah.
and normally the way the we lost the trenches, we would have lost the game had it not been for special teams. Right?
Special teams brings that yardage much closer together.
Yeah.
Total like net offense or net yards. With special teams gets it closer, and actually, yeah, the war in the trenches. But what's one stat that trumps the war in the trenches? Turnovers.
Turnover. Yes. Yeah.
And of course, the most important thing is score.
Yeah,
And if special teams gives you
special
13
teams scored it. Yeah,
points,
Yeah. And
then
I think this game too. Correct me. I mean, from what I can remember, this is best average starting field position. I mean, opening kickoff, we're starting on the other team side of center. I never thought I would see that with Seven McGee. Honestly, props to Seven.
yeah, yeah.
he's been turning it up the last few weeks. You probably haven't noticed there, Greg. You're
He
I'm
probably
didn't notice
reluctantly
until
noticing
yesterday. Yes.
he's been getting better, and that's why they kicked away from him because
yeah,
he's trending up,
and all due
up,
respect
Greg.
to the 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 team, the return game's been cleaner. There was the odd flag yesterday. I mean, the worst return and a flag, and then that was just that little blip. But generally speaking, as the defense turned the corner, I think also the cleaning up of the horrible blocks on the special teams. I gotta give that some nods to.
Yeah. Okay, let me read up on a lot of comments here. I need to catch up on the comments. So, there's something wrong with Butler. Is he hurt? I think he is. Butler is a bit hurt, so he's
I
not
think it was
100%.
ankle was questionable going into this one. I think.
Yeah. Morbital says the only thing better than winning on that white field goal would have been a missed field goal, Rouge. Yes.
We were hoping for that actually. We were wanting a punt through the end zone, just so two of the three bros could talk about it for a long time. But we won't say what two or three of those are.
Just Believe says they have no chance against the Riders if they play like they did in this game. Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. There's no way they can eke out a win like that. Oh, Just Believe talking about the fight on the Calgary parking lot. Something about his family, then Lucky got sucker punched. Saw it on the news the next day. Didn't know what the fight was about till the day after. Just Believe says, I hope Bo wins the Grey Cup. That would be good for him.
Who said that?
Just Believe.
Okay, we need to talk to Just Believe. What the heck? I was liking his comments a second ago.
That's fine. Daniel says, guys, I don't know if we can match up to Sask. Just my feelings. Yeah, it's going to be really tough. Morbital says, TSN turning point, the fumble recovery with 140 left. Yeah, we'll take a look at that in the highlights package. 8-Bit Paul. Oh, is it? This might be our first time talking to you, 8-Bit Paul. If so, welcome. Glad that you can join us.
Is
Was a
Paul
great game
Police?
to see in person at BC Place. Our voices were hoarse by the end, yeah, with all the shouting. Absolutely. Jarut, Rourke is no quit, but he needs to limit the scramble shovel pass. He got hit so many times. Arthur was getting worried that it might, he might get hurt.
Yeah, and Arthur would. Yeah, I mean, what did you say, Arthur? If he gets through this game, because he was getting hit, and even after he got the ball away, he was getting shoved. Yeah, it took its toll, I'm sure.
Yeah. Just Believe says, I actually passed them yelling at each other in the parking lot. Okay, well, during the fight. All right. So yeah, it was. I think those is going to be really tough next week. Just Believe says, I'm a Stamps fan. Remember? Yes, we remember that. I was going to cheer for BC over Sask, but the way that game went, I'm with Wayne, cheering for the East team in the Grey Cup, though. Okay. Daniel says, what is wrong with our offensive line? Yeah, they laid a big egg last night, and we'll see it in the highlights package. I have some place where you could see that they were just completely blown over.
I'm going to use the word Farhan used, and I do agree. They were abused. The interior was abused by the front four.
Yeah. Mortal says, I'm still gobsmacked by that run play call on that last drive. What was the logic there? Above my head. Which run play on the last drive?
It was like off tackle, right side.
Like
Yeah.
right before the
Two
the
passes,
McInnes.
right before the two passes.
Yeah.
Like
because
the BC.
When they got the ball back with like 29 seconds.
Yeah.
Their first
Remember, we
play
thought
was-
we all thought the three of us they're playing for overtime with that first run play.
Oh, Calgary. You're talking about Calgary.
No, BC.
No, BC. Butler.
Oh, yeah. So right before McInnes' catch, right?
No, well,
Yeah.
they had three plays, so there was a pass to Berryhill in the middle.
Yeah.
And then McKinnon, the longer pass to McKinnon. But yeah, we all thought they were playing for overtime with that first run play.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't know if I liked our chances going in overtime the way Calgary was like Arthur said, they're coming on. We're like hanging on.
Yeah.
But I
So
understand. No, no. Looking at the totality of all the plays, they wanted to throw that 25-yard to about the 35, 40-yard line with like very little time left. So if it's intercepted, there's no chance for them to run a play to run
yeah,
two
yeah,
plays.
yeah,
So I think they wanted to make that pass and it complete and have a dead, have McInnes go down with like less than 2, 3 seconds left.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, they needed to kind of burn a play, I guess, and see how much yards they got. And they got about 6, 7 yards or something.
On that play,
On the
I
first
thought,
run, yeah, I think they got.
did
Yeah,
they?
I think
Okay.
Arthur's right. They
It
were good.
wasn't like a long run, but
Yeah.
it
But
was.
we're like, what are you doing? We don't have that much time. Why are
Yeah.
you running? but
Yeah.
but Arthur's reasoning, yep, bang on as usual.
So Morbiddle says, I was thinking they're playing for OT. Yeah, that's what Greg said too. I was confused why they were running as well. They gave it to Butler. Nathan says, according to Buck, if the running play got stuffed, they'll run the clock out for OT. Okay, so Buck
Yeah.
said that in the interview.
They got enough yards on that first down run to go for it.
Yeah. Daniel says, yes, I agree. Nathan's going to have to scramble to beat Saskatchewan. The run did get stuffed, didn't it? Yeah, I thought we didn't get, I thought we got like 1 yard, but maybe I was wrong.
But no, I agree with Daniel's comment because that was the biggest thing you noticed in that, the game we had to win for second place. Nathan, that pocket collapsed quickly, and he's hanging in there, and he doesn't even have room to, follow through on a pass. And yeah, we got to move that pocket if they have any chance.
According to
If the O line doesn't play any better than they did yesterday.
according to CFLCA, James Butler rushed for 5 yards, gained to BC 31.
All right.
Tackled by Adam Bighill.
Oh, so he did play. Because we were talking about that with those gentlemen after the game. Like, I don't remember seeing Big Hill on the field other
He's
than
been
one special
credited
teams.
with that tackle.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good for
And
Biggie.
then the next one was 15-yard pass to Berryhill,
Yeah. And then the McInnes
and then
pass.
28 yards to McInnes. Yeah.
Okay. Blake says, let's go to Regina. Yes, there's some people on Twitter, not Twitter, on our Instagram or TikTok saying that we should head out to Regina.
It's a long drive, Blake.
Road trip, Morbiddle says. Yeah. Morbiddle says, one of you got a minivan. All right, let's take a look at some highlights. I've got some highlights queued up here. There were quite a few good plays, so I had to cut quite a bit, but I still had some here. Daniel says, how many Lions fans will be there? Yeah, it's hard to say. Blake says, I know it wasn't the Lions' greatest game, but at this time of the year, the win is the only thing that matters. Yeah, absolutely.
In the
Oh, well.
playoffs, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
What do we say, Arthur? A win's a win's a win's a win.
That's right. In
Yeah.
the playoffs, that's
Yeah.
it, man. Just win.
Warren wants us to go. Jasmine says, probably not many Lions fans there. Yeah. We know one who called into our show before, right?
Oh, that's James.
Okay.
Yep, he had a great seat at that Saskatchewan BC game, the second last game of the season, and last game of the season. He said he was far and few between Lion fans there.
MM Booth says, heading back to the prayers for the fourth straight year and sure feels like we will be overmatched in the trenches yet again. Yeah, that's my fear too.
Well, you know how we thought having Horvath, that big bruising back to spell off Butler. But with Butler kind of on the limp, Horvath didn't look very good yet. I mean, he got, as big and strong as he is, he got stuffed.
Well,
Both
the
turns.
O-line, it's the O-line.
Yeah,
No
I
holes at all, so yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he had 2 carries for 3 yards. I mean,
Oh, I thought he lost you. Okay, he got positive yardage-ish.
well, his long was 2 yards. So I mean,
And then no gain. Okay.
yeah. And then, well, then he had a 1 yard, and yeah. So if the long is 2 and he made 3 and only had 2 carries, I think I'm good enough to do the math. Just good enough to do the math.
So Warren says there's a few of us here in Regina. Okay, so Warren's in Regina.
Hey, good for you, Warren.
Blake's only going there if he can stay at James' house. Warren, we are fully booked with Riders fans. Yeah. Blake says, I was going to say Horvath barely touched the ball. Yeah, just those 2 touches, Arthur said.
They need to commit to him if they really want to get him into a rhythm.
Yeah. All right. So, oh, what's happening here? Give me 1 second.
The winner goes to Mosaic Stadium in Regina next week for the Western Final against the Saskatchewan
All right.
Roughriders.
So this was
Who will it be?
the opening play,
About to find out now off the
kickoff,
foot, Rene Paredes. We're underway.
and I put this here for
Minute into seven, McGee
for
will
Greg.
take it down to the Lions 15.
Enjoyment.
Greg's enjoyment.
3
Yes.
points here, Greg. 3
Huh?
points, courtesy of
Yeah.
McGee.
Courtesy of a best starting field position ever
That should have been a kicking penalty.
all year. All year.
Oh, where? A kicking
Well, when
penalties.
the kicker, he just kicked up, and then McGee went over him. And
Oh,
he,
here,
he slowed
yeah.
him down. He slowed him down. He flicked his legs up. That's
Yep.
kicking.
That's trippy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he
yeah,
still
this one
looks
here.
like he's got heavy feet. I'm sorry. As great a return as I
Look at
just
that.
wish he was just ran higher legs, lighter feet.
That should have been, I think, 15 yards, right, or 10.
Yeah.
No, right there, right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
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 He
We saw
and
that
he
on the first
leaned.
play.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
hopefully we get the calls next week, right, guys?
Yeah. But if McGee had lighter feet, he'd have cleared that trip. Just
Oh,
saying.
come on, Greg.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You can't even give him a good return. You gotta criticize.
No, he gave a
So-
great return, but I mean, I think if had he cleared that, not got tripped, he was gone. I really think he was gone.
Oh,
But-
Yeah.
He's just not fast enough for my liking. I just wish he was faster. That's all I'm saying. I was happy with the return. Great field position.
But you can criticize on not clearing that blatant trip.
All right.
Yeah, if
so,
he had heavy feet, you know.
Okay.
okay, Just Believe
RCJ
says
would've run.
that game was super disappointing. Calgary had 178 more total yards and 11 more first downs. Yeah, absolutely. Calgary outplayed BC, except for special teams. That's why I have a few special teams highlights here.
But I mean, just to jump on is also poor game management by their quarterback.
Yeah,
That took points off the board.
Yeah,
So
we'll get to that. Yeah.
that's
Daniel
that's
says,
the point. Just the point.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point because that's huge.
You said he's not a good returner. Robert Carter not getting the West Award for Rookie of the Year is BS.
Who is the West Award? Who is the Western nominee for Rookie of the Year?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Blake says Greg will probably say RCJ should have reached the end zone faster. Took too
Nope.
long.
Nope, that was that kind of speed, that type of running is what I think a returner should be.
Vaval, yeah.
Oh, Blake says it's Vaval.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay, hang on now. All he's ever done really is his returns. Great, good for him. But Robert Carter, I think I do agree. He's done more interceptions. A rookie on some of the team's best receivers or better receivers, one or two, and the returns. So, just my opinion.
All right. So next play I have queued up here is it's a rush, one of the earlier ones in the first drive, and you could see here, like the run blocking the O line was just completely manhandled. Right. Butler gets the ball, and look at all the guys in there. The O line is just all discombobulated, and I'm showing this here. It's just this happened so much during the whole game, right? So it goes to the point our O line was just not.
I mean, how many Stampeders are in that?
Minimum
list there?
4
No.
No, it's a lot
how many
more.
And there's
in
like
the box.
6, 7,
There's seven here.
and how many Lions? 6.
We had 7 or 6, yeah, including Butler.
Well, I mean,
7.
Rourke doesn't count.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, okay. Just Believe says Vaval over RCG is wild. Snow in the forecast for Saturday in Regina. You should show the RCG. We did when we had that game. Good snow games are fun, Morbital. Yeah,
As long
I
as
will.
we're-
I will show the Phil pot catch later. Yes.
as long as we're safely at home watching the game. I wouldn't want to be there. In the
Well, we're
snow
being
game.
invited. We're being invited to go there.
If it's snow and outdoor stadium,
Are they going
sorry,
to
man.
provide us a parka and some warmers? And I mean, they're covered, but yeah, the cold is still going to be a deal. But what bothered me about this play too, and I said that to the gentleman behind me because he tapped me on the shoulder, like it drives you nuts when offensive linemen are standing around looking at like, and they, I mean, all you can see is what's from the field, it's subjective, but they look like they have no clue what happened. They got beat and they're just standing there, and your running back's on his back with a loss, and like take that personally the next time. That's again my opinion, but
All right.
it's
Well,
brutal.
I'll give that to you, Morbido. 1994 was fun in the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And
was beautifully fun in the snow.
Daniel says, no matter what happens, do we still need to get a new defensive coordinator? Okay, let's talk about that after
Ooh.
we do the highlights.
Who said that?
That's a hot
Morbido.
take. That's a hot take.
Daniel says, Morbido says that we're soft, not wanting to go into the snow.
Are you gonna come, Morbido?
Nathan says, bring on the snow. Hopefully some Darren Flutie-like heroics.
Yeah.
Warren says, it won't be that cold. Well, that's because you live in Saskatchewan. We're soft BC guys here. Jared, the suspended camera rigging offered a fantastic view. Yeah, absolutely. I have some. I have a few plays with that shot there. It's wonderful. And you know, Arthur's always saying, "I want to see the whole field." I have one shot later where you could see all the DBs, and you can see all the routes, and you can see how the DBs are reacting. So it's beautiful. I wonder if the commissioner's office and TSN could introduce this during regular season. Morbido says they invented booze for a reason. That's for the cold. -2 to -4, not cold at all. Okay, yeah, -2, -4, I can handle that.
Depends what the wind chill is, Ro. That makes a difference. This is Saskatchewan, man.
Super happy with Calgary's defense this year. Only had a few bad games. If VA was more consistent, they could have been first in the division. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway,
That little lull around Labor Day. That I think, yeah.
so this first drive, after this Butler stuff, Hatcher gets a 10-yard catch, and White kicks a 40-yard field goal. So we're 3-0. And then Calgary gets a 2-and-out. We get a 2-and-out. So pretty slow going. And then Calgary has the ball. Pressure by Betts. I'm not going to show that. Pressure by Betts on Adams forces an incomplete. And then Calgary punts. And so McGee gets the ball, but we get called for holding. So we start the drive at BC 8. Roxon gets called for procedure, very uncharacteristic of him. So half the distance, we're now at the BC 4.
Yep.
And then, so we start from there. And then this next one is the first sack on Rourke.
2nd and 10 now. Rourke. Under pressure. They've got
Five-man
him.
rush. Boom.
Yeah.
I think that's like 5-on-5, right? No, Butler.
Yeah,
Butler
5 on
peeled.
6. Yeah.
Butler peeled out.
But they still got through. And I think it was the center's guy that got through to make the sack there.
Yeah.
All right. So after this, we needed to punt. So it's a 50-yard punt with a 4-yard return. Calgary starts their drive at the Calgary 54. They march it all the way down to the BC 41. And then this was a sack on Adams. So he was pressured by
Run the
Betts
football the way that Calgary has.
and flushes him
2nd and
up.
6 now.
And then he gets tackled by, I think that was an A.
And they gave it to
That was
Okay,
Ane
it
who
was Ane,
tackled
yeah.
him. So this leads to a 50-yard field goal by Calgary. So now it's 3-3. BC gets a 2-and-out, and then in the second quarter, Calgary starts on their own 31. They march up all the way to the BC 53, and then they get a punt single. So now the score is 3-4. Nathan says, Rourke said post-game Calgary's defense took away their short passing game. Yeah. Okay. So, and then we're at 3-4. This next play here is
4-3 with Rourke in the
a
line,
pass to
starting from the
McInnes.
40.
So McInnes was our best receiver this evening.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest passing play is Justin McInnes. Start to
Yeah. And then this next one, Rourke gets sacked again
Jalen Hutchings.
for an 8-yard loss. So
Second
second and 17, and he gets sacked.
Rourke, and down he goes for a third time.
3-man rush.
Yeah. So
I think. Am I
Four.
counting it right? Four?
four.
Four, yeah, four.
4-man rush.
Yeah.
And it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they had, and so the O lineman went downfield, but maybe I wonder if that was a
Yeah. I was
quarterback
looking
draw.
I was looking at this. I was thinking it was a designed play for Rourke to run.
Yeah.
Because you see the I think it was the right tackle and the left guard, they release pretty quickly,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and then they start heading downfield. The problem is, they didn't secure those two guys on the inside,
Yeah.
so Rourke had no running, no running.
I think he wanted to go through. He wanted to go through a gap
Yep.
on
Yeah.
the left, and then
It's
Couture
not there.
couldn't really seal it.
Yeah. So, the left guard didn't have a guy, so he just went right through.
Yeah, he should have just made sure.
Yeah, here the
Or
right
just
guard in the
chip the
center
guy.
had to have their guys in order for Rourke to have a running lane.
Couture just
Because
couldn't contain him. Yeah, they should have just double team at the front. They would have got a few yards.
yeah,
But instead of a sack, yeah.
And that was the third sack in just over a quarter. Like, holy cow.
yeah. Blake says if the Lions can somehow win the West Final, whoever they play in the Grey Cup will be a really fun game. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm still worried about next week. So
Fun
But yeah.
game, yeah.
you're right.
Come on, Blake. One game at a time. You know this.
So yeah. So we got sacked there for a 7-yard loss, and then this play Calgary gets called for an illegal contact, so we're a bit lucky.
Because that would have been a forced sack, right?
It would have been a punt, I thought.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, maybe a sack.
No,
yeah.
but in relative,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe it's probably a sack and then a punt. Yeah. But
yeah. So Calgary gets called for illegal contact, and then McInnes gets a 16-yarder. Rourke rushes for 3, Hatcher for 11 yards, Hatcher for 16. So we end up marching all the way up, and then we get a short yardage touchdown with our backup quarterback. So now at this point, it's 10-4. Okay. So this next play I want to show you is actually, let me read this. Just Believe says Bo's gonna win the Grey Cup. Okay, so
I think
yeah.
your autocorrect is messing with your messages. Just Believe it's BC, not
Yeah, the
Bo.
OCBC.
BC.
You're absolutely right, Arthur. Absolutely
I think
right.
the autocorrect is just messing up with you. So we forgive you for that. Your autocorrect.
Okay. Warren says I think Montreal will make it, but won't win it. Yeah, I have a feeling Montreal will.
That will be
advance.
Alexander's first loss.
Yeah.
The Grey Cup.
Imagine
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
That would be like that Patriot season, perfect all the way up until the actual game that mattered. Then they lost.
Yeah. So here I wanted to show this play. It was really interesting. So we've got okay. Let me run this.
at some point. And inside it's there.
So they got I think 11 yards here. It's a running play, but if you I don't have my pen working today, but if you see, we have 4 guys rushing initially, and the O line of Calgary, they got 2 guys move up to the secondary, and then the receivers are all blocking as well. So their blocking schemes were really, really good, right? You know, for to spring. I think this was Mills. Oh no, Brooks.
No. if I may. So there it was the Brooks is running across line of scrimmage. Mills is the ISO back, and Mills is looking like he's going to go to the left.
Yes.
So that's where the BC was setting up their defense to stop Mills.
Yeah.
But
So
they,
Alway gets caught a little bit there, going after Mills, and then he notices that the play's going to the other side. But by then, you see, two of Calgary's O line were already on the secondary making
for sure,
blocks.
because BC's defense is gearing to stop Mills. So if Mills was not there, they would not lean the other way. But yeah, what you're saying is it's good upfield blocking by Calgary's O line.
And the receivers too. If you look at the
For sure. Yeah,
receivers
yeah,
on the right side of the field, they're holding and making and holding their blocks.
You sure they're just not making and holding?
Right.
I mean, we had a great vantage point for where our seats were. There was a lot of that going on yesterday. But hey,
But I think the Mills threat is such a big threat, right?
Yeah.
So BC has to devote a lot of resources to stop him, and then they're doing these counter runs with their slots, right? So
Yeah.
that was very successful for them.
All right, so I'm gonna jump down to here. So this one is where we knocked down Adams' pass. So we actually rushed 7 here. So we blitz 2 linebackers. So the left defensive end was lined up way out on the left side, and then we got 2 linebackers there, number 9 and number 3. Who blitz, and one of them gets his hands up and knocks the ball down. So yeah, no time there. Here's another view.
That's what you got to do to the VA.
Yeah.
Get vertical.
Yeah.
Hands up.
All right. Next one here is a sack on Adams. So that was Tavai who makes the sack. It was only a 3-man rush. A 3-man rush. Tavai's on the middle, so he's lined up as the nose tackle. Or I guess, and then he's got the center and the 2 guards to deal with, and he shifts over to his right, and he manages just to grab onto one of Adams's legs. So good play on Tavai here. You know, he shed 3 guys.
cover shot.
It was a cover shot. They ran cover 3 zone, and Calgary was 2. They had 2 deep guys, and they were spread. And I guess VA didn't want to throw a short pass.
Yeah. Okay, next one here. This one's for Greg. His guy, Eberhardt.
The number 3 receiver for the 3-down Bros.
Yeah.
With that hurdle there. So there's that shovel pass. Who was it who said he didn't want to see any more shovel passes?
I think it was Danny. He needed to kind of cut down on those.
Yeah.
Josh Allen had a good one today.
So, I mean, it worked
For the Bills.
I mean, it was pretty safe. There was, the closest
yeah.
Calgary guy was 15 yards away.
And we already got the first down, so yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets an extra 4 yards with that hurdle.
That guy's coming low. Yeah, beautifully done.
Yeah. Here, this one was a beautiful pass to Dominic Rhymes. So Adams to Rhymes, both ex-BC players.
Oh yes. Happy for the 2 of them on that play.
Yeah, but he threaded the needle right here. Like, there were 2 defenders, and the ball went just right in the middle of the 2 defenders, right into Rhymes' hands.
And then the yak yards after that. Oh.
Yeah.
53, 54-yard line, and then bum.
Okay. Okay, so this was at the end of the second half here. So we were talking about this earlier, right? So towards the end of the first half of the second quarter, towards the end of the second quarter. So it was 2nd and 5. They've got 17 seconds left. So this goes to time management, right?
Well, I think this one in the post game is this the one to number 4. Tevin Jones caught it in the corner and was just kind of juggled it.
Not yet. This is the play
Okay.
before. So this was the play before, 17 seconds. So he still had time for 2, maybe 3 plays with 17 seconds. It was 2nd and 5. So, he couldn't find an open receiver. So he ended up keeping the ball and running and making the first down. So, he got tripped up here and he jumped and made the first down. So that was a good play. Like, when we watched the game yesterday live, I thought, what's he doing, right? But that was a good play. He made a first down with 10 seconds left. So if he managed the time well, that would probably be enough for 2 plays, right? A quick pass and then the field goal.
Yep. I mean, they do. Well, yeah, they have one timeout left. They probably wouldn't burn it here, but
Yeah, they burned it earlier.
yeah. But they
And
wouldn't.
Arthur, you were mentioning that, right? They burned the timeout earlier, and
That's on Dickey.
yeah,
That's a terrible timeout earlier,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
yeah. So then next play starts with 8 seconds left, and let me just roll it. So steps back, looks for someone, then he rolls out, and as he's running, he's burning up time.
Yeah, he said Betts might have hit him, but no, I didn't see any. I didn't. Anay was nowhere near him. I don't think.
Yeah, this
I
was
think
Betts
he-
chasing him.
Is that Betts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
said he was trying to throw it away, and
But
he
Betts
didn't.
might have
he-
touched him. I don't.
but yeah, there's no
see-
touch there, no
yeah.
contact there.
He said Betts was in his field of vision, and he didn't see the ball even getting caught. He was supposed to. He said it's on him to make. He's got to throw it away better than that.
Yeah,
He just needs to get it across the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah,
Why is he throwing it like over there? I mean,
he's just trying to throw it away. That's what he said, right?
well,
But-
I know, but you know,
But
like,
that's too close to that guy.
if you're throwing it away, I mean, there's much easier passes
Yep.
to throw than that.
yeah,
and that receiver, you're the receiver. It's there. You're going to go up and make the catch, right?
yeah.
Well, you're always thinking you can make the catch and try to get a touchdown, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah. So Just Believe says I was really mad when they didn't just take the field goal there. They had time, but not to scramble around first. That's the key. Just Believe he scrambled too long. He what should have happened, and of course, looking back, it's very easy to dissect it. He's going 1, 2, 3. At this point, he needs to get rid of the ball. Like he can't run, he can't scramble anymore. There's no time to scramble, right?
But it was good penetration. I think it was Tavai he did a bull rush.
Yeah.
He flushed him out of the pocket.
But still,
Yeah,
here
he should
1,
have just
2,
threw it
1,
away. I
2,
agree, I
throw,
agree.
right? Yeah. Warren says the same thing. I was shocked they just didn't kick the field goal. I mean, they were trying to see if they could get a touchdown, which makes sense, right? With 10 seconds, you got time to do that, at least to give it a shot, right?
Guys, hate to say it, doesn't happen. With a veteran quarterback, that does not happen in the NFL. I've seen a
forget-
lot of NFL games.
No, come on.
Does not
Like,
happen in
No,
NFL.
no,
I'm
no,
serious.
no. I've
they're under
I've seen so many TikTok videos of
Come on, yeah, you're seeing
NFL
the worst. I'm just
NFL.
saying typical.
Yeah, so when you say it never happens, that's not true. It does happen. It's
Well,
just
I
yeah.
mean, most of the time, they're under strict orders. 4 or 5, quick drop, throw it away.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll just throw it away.
Yeah, but you can't make the statement it never happens. It does happen, and I have lots of TikTok videos to show that.
Over decades of
No,
film.
this is
30,
is in
30 teams.
no.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of film.
No.
All right, not never, very rare.
Okay.
I'll say that. You caught me rolling, but I want to see those TikTok videos.
Can't we
Yeah.
just get along, fellas? Come on, bros, get along.
All right.
I want to
Okay.
see those TikTok videos now. But
Anyway.
no, it's 4 seconds. You gotta throw the ball.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
You got as a veteran quarterback, you've got to have that clock in your head. It's
Yeah.
got to be ticking. You know that clock. So.
Yeah. And so we got lucky here. So, he if he did the right thing, they would have had 3 points here, right? So we got lucky here. All right, here's a sack on Adams by Awe. He was completely untouched. Just came off the left edge there. And so this was a mistake by the right tackle on Calgary, because he went in and doubled up with the right guard, and Awe came in untouched. And look at what Awe did. He was waving his hands first to make sure that that Adams can't get rid of the ball and contain him as well. So he was to Adams' right, so Adams can't escape that way, and then he makes the tackle at this point. So, really good move.
And he broke it down too, textbook.
Yeah.
Not going for the big hit. Let's just make sure of the tackle.
All right. So, here, this was the Rourke 44-yard run.
To do that, and the interior of the D-line for Calgary is not allowing them that time.
2nd and 8 now. In the Lion zone, pressure from Hicks pushed aside. Rourke takes off. Nathan Rourke can run. Doing it again. Big run. Rourke who ducks himself inside.
Yeah. So that was beautiful for a few things. First, you see here, he's looking to his right, and he didn't see anything there.
Love that move.
And then he looks to his left, and he sees open field. That's what he saw, open field. And at this point, he decided, I'm not going to throw it anymore. I'm just going to take off. Open field, right? And he makes a good move on this guy, and gets 44 yards.
Kind of made some of those decisions to avoid some of those earlier sacks. Like just go. Don't wait for anything to develop. Just get out of there.
Yeah,
He needs to do a lot of that. Who said that? Was this Daniel earlier in the show? A comment. And Rourke needs to do a lot more of this in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I mean, do it smartly, not taking.
No, of course.
risks. Yeah. So Daniel says, beautiful run. Warren says the run was so good. Just Believe was saying, I was watching the game at my house with my family, and one of them said the game was over when BC went up 20-7. And I was like, it's the third quarter. Yeah, absolutely. I got a text from my brother, my brother-in-law, Adrian, who lives in Calgary. and he said, what a way for Calgary to lose. And this was like, what 3 quarters into the fourth quarter. And I told him, game's not over yet. And sure enough.
Now, it's a good thing it did end with Calgary losing, because I don't know if I'd want to hear from Adrian.
Mind you, at this time, Calgary hasn't scored a touchdown yet, right?
Yes.
Two
Yes.
field goals and a single.
Yes.
Yep.
And they just couldn't put it in the end zone. And then eventually VA got hot, and the Lions couldn't get really pressure. And at this point, once BC scored the touchdown, it did look good. Like BC needed to get the ball back, and then add another score, and then
So after this 44-yard run, there was a 11-yard pass to Eberhardt, and then this was the scoring play.
First and goal now.
So he fakes the Butler, and then he keeps it and just runs it in. So
they basically, it was the counter play like Calgary did, just that Rourke kept it.
Yeah. Just Believe says, next year VA will get his revenge, not like the Lions have a shot at the Grey Cup anyways.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know.
Some shade happening here. Some shade.
Well, what did Farhan say? We have a puncher's chance.
We have more than a puncher's chance. So what is a puncher's chance, Greg?
I don't know what a puncher's chance is.
Oh, a punch is boxing. Like you just keep slugging, and maybe one of your punches connects,
okay.
knocks the guy out, you win.
So give me a percentage. What does that mean? What do you think?
Puncher, because a puncher in boxing has no boxing skill. They're out-skilled as far as boxing goes.
So they just keep punching.
I don't know if you can put it in a percentage, because you're just hoping to land the lucky shot. That's what.
Yep.
But he said more than a puncher's chance.
More than a puncher's chance. Yeah.
I don't know, 30%.
Okay. We can get to that later, but when you make your prediction, Greg.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that. That's right. Yes, we have to do that.
Morriddle says, with Rourke, we have a puncher's chance. There's always a path to victory with him. Yeah.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
There's a chance. There's always a chance.
Yeah.
Just I would rather have 80% chances of chance. You know,
Yeah.
so that's me.
Daniel says, like in 2000, Dickinson got knocked out of the game.
He was our quarterback, Greg? Dave
2000?
Dickinson was our quarterback for BC.
Was he in 2000? Was that Damon?
Was he ever our quarterback?
Yeah, he was. I mean, when we,
Kidding,
I'm sorry. I remember 94 sitting my frozen butt off in Ottawa watching him throw. Oh, man. That day sealed my love of Dickinson. And I use love with big ass quotes around it. 2004, sorry, not 94, 2004. I was just about ready to shoot Dickinson. But hey,
Yeah.
kept forcing it into that certain receiver, which shall not be named.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get on with our show.
All right. Blake says,
Six Grey Cup
six
champion.
Grey Cup
Come on,
champion.
Greg. Say that. Say that with us. I guess Greg does not want to say that. Better than the Stamps odds? Oh, that's interesting. Who had a better chance? Calgary at BC or BC at Saskatchewan?
Morbiddle says, printer place, we win 2004 Grey Cup.
Thank you, Morbiddle.
Oh,
Thank you,
no,
thank you, thank
I
you.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
No, like when you double and triple team a receiver that shall not be named, you've got Claremont, a beast when he gets the ball for yak yards. You got the rookie of the year the previous year, and you got the legs that Printer's got. I liked our chances better than the short little quarterback that sits there and tries to dink and dunk it all the way down the field to the one receiver that he knows that's double or triple covered. Oh, no way, no way. I was there. I sat through that whole ordeal. It
opening
sucked.
up old wounds here. But
Yeah.
we have don't we have the Hall of Fame best winning coach of all time making that decision? Don't you trust him, Greg?
I'm an Italian food lover, and I have yet to go to that restaurant on the Sunshine Coast to try it.
All right, let's move on. So after that touchdown, we were at 20-7, right? And I think Just Believe said, one of his relatives said, that's it. But it wasn't, because all we needed our defense to hold Calgary on their next drive, right? 27, we just scored a touchdown, and but Calgary's drive starts with 2 10-yard plays. So for a first down on first, and then another first down on first. Both on Philpott, right? One was a pass, one was a run, and then this next play here, Adams calls his own number and runs for like 17 yards. So we know Adams can run too, right? So
Yep.
so that was that, and then this next play here. This was a 30-yarder by Philpott. So Just Believe you were asking for the Philpott catch. This is it. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the one and only time I didn't like hearing the word Philpott and touchdown in the same sentence.
I mean, as a,
there's a pump fake. No, is this a flare?
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, they're playing man on man here.
Was that Robert Kent that had him?
Well,
No,
I think it was
TJ Lee.
TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think TJ Lee.
Well, I think Jalen went from the left side of V8 to the right side. Just kind of did a diagonal. It's a nice pass, right? It like a beautiful pass.
It's beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
And I'm sorry, as much love as I have for TJ, Philpott's going to outrun him.
Well, in that scenario, look at where they are, right? I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Morbiddle says that was right in front of me. Might have flipped the bird to Philpott. Okay.
Well, I loved hearing Philpott touchdown when Montreal beat Winnipeg. And I mean, no doubt, I love hearing Philpott touchdown when it was quick six, but at this particular time, that was not the two words I wanted to hear in the same sentence.
Warren says, haha. Just when he says, sorry, not that. Okay, I got the other one as well, so we'll get to that.
That was the one that we thought was going to end the game, that drive. Yes.
But anyway.
Deontay Williams tagged him, and he held on to the ball.
So now it's 2014. So they got a touchdown. They do the kickoff.
First playoff touchdown,
And this was the Carter kickoff return.
Catch for 11, a run for 11, and then that touchdown catch to get them back within 6. Big return, Robert Carter Jr.
Was he touched, Craig?
Will anyone touch him?
Robert? I
What
don't
a
think so.
response by BC.
Yeah, looks like.
I mean, that was just, the acceleration was just
Yeah, it's beautiful.
heavenly for me. I was, but the only downside to this, the defense hadn't even got, I don't even think the
yeah,
defense sat on
that's
the
right.
bench yet.
Absolutely. And Carter had to go back to play
Man. Yeah, and cover,
defense.
I think he was covering Alford, I think, or Tevin. He was covering one of the taller receivers too on the next. And we're like, why is he up? But then who are you going to put in for him, right?
That's
Yeah.
where you need someone on special teams to just like go down with a round.
Well, didn't
That happened
no,
later in the
Yeah,
game.
later on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happened later in the
I mean, but like Arthur did say at the end, like, you know, hindsight, we needed that touchdown. That doesn't happen, and everything else happens the same way.
Yeah.
We're not talking the same way we're talking tonight on this show.
Yeah, that's right. So
We needed every point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
just believe has a friend who was on Jalen and Tyson's junior football team. Wow. The same relative said it was over after that return. Okay. Morbital, smaller field next season, enough space for that to happen. Yeah, don't get me started on this. I'm so upset still.
Yep. Well, wait. The field length has changed, but in the width,
The width's still the same.
yeah. So that happens, and he gets there quicker.
That
See?
happens, and nothing changes for this play.
But thank you, Daniel. That is how you return a kick. Light feet, fast feet. See the hole, hit it. Don't run around thinking about it like certain other returners. Okay, enough said. Move on.
So Just Believe said
Boy.
he said they were insanely fast. The two Philpott brothers.
Oh, they were. Yes.
Yeah.
Look at their dad. I mean, come on, man.
All right. So where are we now? So we get that. So now the score's 27-14. So we kick off a 64-yard kickoff. Calgary returns 24 yards, so they start on their 40-yard line. They go up to 3rd and 3 at the Calgary 47. So they were gonna punt it, and then our guy number 36 Bond goes offside and extends the Calgary drive. That was a killer. And then as a result, Calgary gets a touchdown on that drive. So at this point, the score is 27-21. Okay, Just Believe says to Greg, hey, you'll be happy because he got there quicker with a shorter field.
Yeah. Yeah, his pick six would have happened quicker too. And no, I just love the fact he saw it open, he made the decision, and he's got the speed to get through that hole. I think he is faster than 7. That's just my opinion, but
Yeah, he does look faster. Yeah.
He's definitely faster.
Nathan says that penalty was a killer. Yeah, extending the Calgary drive. That cost us 7 on that drive.
Yep. Hey, is Just Believe? I just got a question. Just Believe, are you in Calgary? Were you able to watch the Philpott brothers play with the Dinos as well? I just throw that question on. He can answer and comment. Go on. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Jarrett says not the game for Carter Jr. to get fancy with his footwork. A few yards before the goal line. Yeah, he did do a little dance there.
He's 23 years old and a rookie. Give him some slack.
Ooh, Greg giving his slack to a
Yes.
returner. I can't believe
Can't
it.
hear him saying that for McGee.
Nope.
Or who was our returner last year? Can't remember his name now.
Wasn't that Terrible Terry
Yes.
last year?
Yeah. So
Terrible Terry never knew if he was going to do fancy footwork before scoring a touchdown because he very rarely did. I think he did, what, 2? Or no, not even 2. Anyways.
Greg, repeat your question to Just Believe. He missed it.
Oh, I was just wondering if Just Believe actually lived in Calgary the time the Philpotts were at UFC, and I just wondered if you saw him play for the Dinos.
Okay, so we'll wait for him to answer. So where are we now? So Calgary gets a touchdown, so now it's 27-21. We get the ball, and then we end up having to punt. So now we're in the fourth quarter. Calgary
And the defense
starts.
is still tired.
Yeah, Calgary starts on their own 22-yard. They get a penalty, so it's 1st and 20 on a holding penalty, and they're able to convert after that 1st and 20. So that was a huge play for them, right? 1st and 20, they were able to get a first down. Okay, here. Okay, Just Believe got his answer. He says, no, I never saw them play for the Dinos. Didn't know about them till they were drafted.
Okay.
Nathan says, unfortunately, Rourke wasn't able to string some longer drives to give the defense a break. Yeah. There's no way we're going to win against Saskatchewan if they do the same thing.
But I mean, Arthur, your opinion. I mean, if there's a quick strike score, you go for it. You don't care at that time. You take what you're given, right?
Yeah, I mean, you get momentum. You're hoping that your defense can get a 2 and out.
Yeah. All right. So, this on that drive after that 1st and 20 that Calgary converts on. And here, let me just play this.
Stampeders, different team offensively in the second half. Adams has time. Deep shot. Open in the middle and caught by Burke.
Yeah. So I think that was Peters who got beat here. So
Peters is very susceptible to that pump fake.
Yeah. So Warren says, I'm hoping there's some rust on the riders. Yeah, we need to hope for every little thing that we can get.
Well, I think that Mark Mueller is like wetting his lips, like man-to-man. Calgary receivers are getting open man-to-man.
Yes. Yeah, we'd see right here, right?
Right. I mean, like we just seen like Philpott touchdown.
Yeah.
I think Saskatchewan receivers are much better than the
Calgary
receivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like they're licking their chops at man-to-man coverage. Bring it on.
Yeah. Nathan says,
coverage, they got to let.
Been a rough year for Peters, getting beat a lot this season. Yeah. And in this game.
Well, he's injured.
Yeah.
He didn't play the previous week, so.
Yeah, receivers are better in Saskatchewan, absolutely.
Even their depth receivers are pretty darn good in Saskatchewan, which we saw in that last game of the season.
Yeah. Just Believe says, my house erupted after that catch. Everyone thought it was overthrown. The only catches that made our house louder were the Philpott catches.
I was hoping that catch was overthrown. I'm thinking, okay, he's not going to get there, and it drops right in the basket. Like,
yeah. Blake says, Peter shouldn't be playing in Regina. I love him, but he needs to think about the team. I was actually saying the exact same thing to Arthur. If he's hurt and not 100%, then he needs to put the team first, right?
Right, but what are our options? We saw the backup guy.
Yeah.
He played in Saskatchewan.
Right? Bridges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, Bridges has experience, but he's rusty because he hasn't played in so long.
Yeah, but if you're hurt and you can't make the plays, yeah.
So you don't know the playbook. One of the
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, 2 plays later. So he got beat here 2 plays later. This is what happened.
This one was hard. I mean, the guy cuts inside and then flares out. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah. But
you're talking the catch by Tevin Jones. Is it Tevin Jones that caught it? Or Barnes? Can't remember.
Oh, that was the other one. Yeah, this.
This one was where he gets called for PI.
Yeah.
And you can see it right here on the replay.
That was BS.
Look at here. He's grabbing the guy.
Where's the line of scrimmage?
It's way past.
Well, no, when you get 5 yards, right? You get 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's within 5 yards.
Where's the line of scrimmage? I don't know.
I think it's 7, isn't it?
Well, for the 7, it's like 5 yards right there, right?
The guy had a chance to catch. It wasn't like he prevented him from catching the ball.
Well, he prevented him from moving.
The ball's in the air and he's still engaged.
That's a ticky-tacky penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still had a chance to get the ball. Like
he still had
PI, he still had both hands on the ball.
Yeah, but he was impeded, right? While the ball was in the air.
Yeah, he was impeded.
But if that was PI, then there were umpteen other plays like that in the game that should have been called the exact same way then.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not consistent, but I think this is a PI. Morbido says, on that late drive when it was 27, was it PI in your opinion? That's this one here, right?
Is it 27,
No, that's
27
Hatcher.
here?
That's the one on Hatcher.
Oh,
the Hatcher were, again, the ball got there, but Hatcher was pulled before the ball got there. And then when he tried to make a second attempt, he got pulled back, which the second attempt is fine because the ball's kind of there. But the first one, I mean, if that's PI on Peters, that should have been PI against whoever was covering Hatcher in that play.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this in quote PI is more serious than the one that Hatcher got, but they would probably both be PI. But I could see why one was called, one because this one was more
This is a
obvious.
scoring chance. I'll give it that too.
This one was more obvious. The one on Hatcher, the guy hit it because he had his right hand on his pants or something. I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah. So anyway, so the first and goal on the 1 yard line, they get Calgary gets a touchdown. So now it's 27-27. On our next possession, we go 2 and out. We punt 65 yards with a 5-yard return. So Calgary starts on their 12-yard line, which is, pretty good. And then this play happens.
4 catches now, over 60 yards receiving. For Dominic Rhymes, and it's back from the catch there for
So
Mills.
Peters gets called here for a face mask. And you can see his hand is right there on the grill. So, yeah.
Totally unnecessary.
Was he trying to bat the ball? I can't say.
No, because I think Mills is pushing at his visor, so he was.
Yeah, so he came. Yeah, so
it's just not
so,
good.
Yeah, he grabbed the face mask right
Didn't
there.
need to do that.
Yeah. So that was that, and then the next play, Adams fumbles the snap, and he picks it up, but then gets sacked. So we got lucky there, right? So that moved them back 6 yards. So Calgary punts, and then the BC starts their next drive on the BC 5-yard line. So in 2 plays, we move up to BC to the BC 22nd, and then this next one here, we are now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 3. The BC 22. Rourke getting him again.
Yeah, so Rourke gets sacked again, right? So, these types of plays, if we give these up in next week, there's no way we're going to win. Right. 2nd and 4, you got to convert and you take a sack.
They're just feasting on Nathan.
Well,
So
the O-line set the table. We want to stay with that metaphor. The
Yeah.
O-line set the table and said, come on in.
They rush for
Buffet's open.
Yep.
the center gets beat with a swim move to his left. Yeah. All right. So we end up punting the ball, and this was a lucky break too. So we punt the ball 64 yards, and as he's running, he hits his own guy, and the ball pops loose, and Poisson picks it up.
But this was one of the few. This was the first. I mean, this was a booming punt at the right time too.
Yeah.
It had the hang time we all wanted.
So you see here, he's holding the ball with his left hand. He runs into his own guy's shoulder and that punches the ball out.
Yep. Yeah, it was green. See, yeah, it is green. That's Poisson's dealing with green.
Yeah, I understand, but
Yep. So I was just my memory's still good. That's all. Because I remember Green just being so upset, like, I should. But again, it's past you, so you're not going to stay engaged with the block, right?
Yeah.
So you call it lucky. I say, was it 27 is engaging the block, making that play, right?
Calgary's 27 or R27?
Oh, R27?
R27's engaging the block.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Trying to tackle.
but what role did he have in?
Well, because he forced that guy to stop.
Well, no, and also no, but
Okay.
no, but let's be
All
honest.
right.
No. In with to agree with Arthur, 27 is that Auclair?
It's probably
no.
what's his
Either way, he's changing the angle because of where he's coming. That Calgary guy's got to block him. If he doesn't change his angle, then it's a block from behind. So actually, he actually affects the trajectory of the Calgary blocker, which puts the shoulder in the way of the ball. And Brooks is trying to cut back.
Yeah. So engaging the block there, it disrupts what Brooks was trying to do.
Yep.
Yeah, and then so I mean, if he
Okay.
27 was not there,
True.
the blocker is not cutting in front of
And
Brooks.
Brooks is still going that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooks is not trying to
Okay.
change.
I'll grant that. I think.
I mean,
you made.
yeah, it's a lucky.
Yeah.
It's a lucky. I mean, if good things happen to the Lions, yes, there's an element of luck. But I think with this one, the coaching say this is a good play of trying to engage the block, getting bodies to the ball,
Yeah.
And when you get bodies to the ball, their blockers coming to the ball, things happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Daniel says, yeah, lucky but great awareness by the Lions. Just believes is very unlucky by for Calgary.
Lucky is, I would say, complete lucky is Brooks is running and no one's touching him and he
And
just
he drops the
ball.
ball. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean
But
that's
I mean,
pure luck. So
but then
there's an
again,
element of luck in this one.
what's that? One of the great cliches in sports, right? You make your own luck.
Yeah,
27.
yeah.
By doing what he was supposed to do, he made that luck, right?
Yeah.
Because again, if you're Brooks returning, you think, what? Well, geez, 27 maybe gets by my block. I gotta get out because he's turning me back. 27 did his job.
See,
Yeah.
I
That's what
think
it is.
Brooks is trying to cut to the right, right?
Yeah, because if 27 gets around the blocker,
Mm-hmm.
so Brooks is trying to run away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But because the blocker had to stay in front of 27 so he doesn't get the blocking in the back, his shoulders where it was.
Yeah. Okay. Just believes, referring to the previous play, both of them face mask. So Peters and the receiver is the offensive mean. I think the offense had an open hand on the grill. So the receiver, the ball carrier is allowed to push on the grill.
Yeah, as long as the hand doesn't clasp, as long as it's open. Yes, correct.
Yeah, as long as it's open. Peters, grab, so you could see that his fingers were clasping on the grill.
And now the other thing is too, Peters has a visor, so you can't clasp because the visor's there, and he didn't lift it with the heel of his hand, which is considered face masking. He just pushed. So Peters, did he lose his temper a little bit because he didn't like it?
Yeah. Okay. Next one. So let's so where are we? So we got sacked, and then we punted. We recovered the ball. So now we have the ball. We tried to rush. Got stuffed 0 yards. We have an incomplete to Hatcher. Okay, I didn't have that queued up. Incomplete to Hatcher, BC challenge. We were unsuccessful.
That's the other PI that I think one of the comments was asking about.
Yeah, I don't have that queued up, so sorry about that. And then we get a Sean White 39-yard field goal. So now we're at 30-27.
Can I just cut in there for a quick sec, bro?
Yeah.
Can I ask all our commenters that are watching tonight, did everybody besides me think we're going to get a touchdown? Because, that fumble, all the people we were with in the stands thought, this is it. We're going to get a touchdown here and seal this deal. Did anybody else think that besides me?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think they were going to get a touchdown.
Oh, I did. Wow. I did.
No, I was afraid we were going to give up a touchdown. So when we have possession, we had possession in deep, well, kind of like in the 30-yard line. We're like, okay, maybe we can just run out the clock and kick a field goal to win it.
Well, that too, but I was hoping a touchdown, just seal it.
Yeah.
Well,
grind the clock out and get a touchdown. I thought with that lucky bounce, I thought for sure that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah.
I didn't think that way.
It didn't go that way.
Okay,
I was like,
Nathan thought so. Thank you, Nathan.
Well, a lot of did. Daniel said, yes, I did. Blake thought it was over. Warren says 100%. Almost says, or Nathan says, I thought we were going to get a TD.
I think Warren is Jeem. I'm pretty sure. I think.
Okay.
I think based by his what do you call it? Emoji avatar.
Okay. And Just Believe says no. I knew Calgary would hold them.
That's that autocorrect of his, right, Arthur?
Something is really up with your autocorrect.
Blake says, I'll be honest, I thought we'd lose. At this point, not quite yet, because we got a good turnover.
Even if we scored a touchdown, our defense at this point didn't show any.
No.
Yeah.
If there was like 30, 40 seconds that VA was going to get a touchdown, like the way it was going, right? So
like
we
two
needed
deep
to
passes, boom, boom. Okay.
we needed to hold on to the ball with like 3 seconds left and kick a field goal. Like we needed to grind the clock down because it was like wasn't much. It was like less than 2 minutes left, right?
I think it was 2 something. I thought.
So-
I think it was 2
Yeah.
something.
Well, but by the time Calgary got the ball after the kickoff, it was 1 minute, 1 second left.
Yeah. So I mean,
And they were starting on the Calgary 37.
yeah. So they would.
So we, yeah, that's because we didn't we only got a field goal. Had we got a touchdown, the margin would have been a lot better. But anyway, so they get the ball back. It's now 30-27, and okay, this is the other Philpott play. So let me just cue this up.
2nd and 10, 55 seconds on the clock.
Oh, this is for disbelief right here.
Takes
Yes.
a deep shot down the middle for Phil.
That was beautiful. I mean, for Adams and for Philpott. I don't know if we could have defended any better. We got 3 guys there. And then not only that, he gets hit hard
He hangs on.
and he holds on to the ball.
I think you needed to hit him in the head. Honestly, you hit him in the body, and then he fell back with the ball coming
Yeah,
back
but
on
you
him.
can't hit the guy in the head.
I
That's,
know, but like that's the only way you would really.
I know.
Okay, but can we roll back? Could anybody have reached up, or no? Probably would have been. I don't think anybody was close enough to reach up to deflect that ball.
That was a
upon
beautiful
arrival.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
VA throws a really good deep pass.
Yeah.
I think Finley couldn't. Well, no, because
I don't think either
Fin-
anybody was close enough to tip that ball.
Finley wasn't looking at the ball, so I don't think he knew where the ball was.
Philpott got high point. Or maybe Dante instead of the hit might have, but I think the ball was already there by the time Dante gets close enough.
where's the
Yeah.
ball?
It's in Philpott's hands, but like
No, so right there.
the ball's kind of in the screen. I can't see there. He's already got it right there. But then if Dante throws up his arms, they could have called that face guarding or PI or something the way they were calling the PIs.
No, I mean if he holds up his hand and without playing the ball, it's fine in the CFL. That's only a penalty in the NFL.
Okay.
Blake says, darn Philpott.
Yeah.
Daniel says, I thought he dropped it. I thought so too. That hit was so hard. And then after he got off the ground, he was holding onto the ball. I was shocked that he hung on to it.
But I think as he fell on his back, so it would be easier to hang on to the ball versus falling on this side or on top of the ball. It might have jarred it loose.
Yeah. Warren, Jim, he confirmed that Warren is Jim. Jim, I thought we were going to pick that off. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
But then the more I watch the replay, I'm thinking, no one was close enough to pick it off. Philpott timed his jump perfectly, and nobody was looking.
Yeah.
Like Arthur said, Finley was not looking.
GP tried to pick it off. I don't know if GP was in position to pick it off. GP was like 3 yards away.
If you roll it back, GP's nowhere near.
Yeah.
Finley's actually closer, but I think he let up because
he didn't know where the
Dante
ball
was
was.
coming.
Yeah, he saw.
Yeah. Because he was in a chase position anyway. So.
Yeah. Calgary should not have tried going straight for the end zone after that. There was plenty of time to do a few passes. They did twice.
Well, I think BC like did a zone defense, and you'll see. I don't know if you'll see it in the passes there. It was just BC had the right defense called for those passes.
Yeah. Just believes this. Dave threw that opportunity, but he won't get fired. He's too buddy with Jay and Huff.
But I think, isn't that what you've said before, Arthur, when VA was here with the Lions, zone defense does tend to confuse him, or it's not his forte. It's one of the ones that confound him a little bit more.
If you drop too many in coverage, he just has to be patient to take the underneath stuff or run, right? But I think I've seen growth in him, and like definitely this year with Calgary, maybe have a very dominant running back and running game, and so
and a quarterback as a coach.
Yeah, so I think he's grown in that aspect. But and sometimes he's down. He goes for the juggler, and which is what you want, right? You want a gunslinger. Yeah.
Which is totally against what a Dave Dickinson is. And by the way, that pained me to say you have a quarterback for a coach. That really hurt. Just to let y'all know.
All right. So after this, Calgary does two deep throws into the end zone. Just Believe already said he thought that should not have happened. So they end up getting a field goal. So they tie it up 30-30. Calgary kicks off 69-yarder. Carter returns to BC 26. At this point, we have 23 seconds left. So 1st and 10, Butler rushes for 5 yards to the BC 31. 2nd and 5, Berry Hill, short left to Berry Hill, 15 yards to the BC 46. So now it's 1st and 10 with 9 seconds left. And this is the
offensive play of the game. Pivotal.
Yeah.
Typical Bender route. Boom.
Yeah. And Dickinson did say we run Benders very well, like probably the best team in the league to run that route.
Yeah. So.
And then again, he survived a smash. I think he got tagged on this one too, did he not?
He did. He did get hit hard. Yeah.
That's a good hit.
But again, like you said, Arthur, he fell on his back.
So when that this is a reaction by Dickinson here.
He knew that was, and I think he knew that was coming.
Yeah,
He knew that was
yeah.
coming.
And
Yep.
you know, got 3 seconds left.
Can we do that again? Can we just play that one more time for me?
Great.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make that my new desktop.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that one I did like.
This is the heartbreaker.
That broke my heart to see VA like that.
This is the heartbreaker with VA just closing his eyes there. Because
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
It was anybody. I'd rather have seen anybody lose but him. That's just it's because it's VA.
yeah, so and then
Because there's nothing he can do about it. He's done
So-
everything he can.
He's
Final
like,
play.
Let me be the safety. I know exactly what they're gonna do.
So even this was so close to
Yeah.
the left post.
Oh, I know.
Like
From our angle, it looked okay because we're off to the side.
yeah,
right?
we couldn't see, right?
But if you're in that end zone, you're like, no.
Yeah. Alexander Norman. Oh, hey, I think this is the first time we're talking to you, Alex. Great to have you with us. Great game to be at. Was an exciting finish. It will be tough to beat the Rough Riders, but I think they win the cup if they beat Saskatchewan next week. Keep up the good work.
You got a good chance.
Thanks, Alex.
If they can beat Saskatchewan.
He said if, right? He said if.
Yeah.
If.
James says we all love VA.
Yes.
We
Yeah, yeah.
do. Yeah. Just
Even
believe says
Greg turned around on him.
Sass is easier than both the Owls and the Ticats. I'm not sure about that.
What?
The Owls look pretty tough. Maybe the Ticats.
Because remember, the Lions have not faced Alexander. We know what the Lions are like against mobile quarterbacks. Unless the D has fully turned the corner, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah. Daniel says
I
very
still think
exciting.
Saskatchewan's the toughest out in the league right now. At
Just
home.
believe. I like
Yeah, oh,
VA
yeah,
better now than when he was with the Leos. Yeah, because he's playing for you guys now.
I'm going to go on record. If VA even became a bomber, I would still like him.
What?
Yeah, true. I like the person.
He has earned every. Not that it's a big deal, but every iota of my respect with how I felt about him coming to the Lions in the first place. Right? I mean, he's earned everything he's got. He's a good guy, a great player. Like I said, it broke my heart to see him sitting on the bench. And if it was him in a bomber uniform that same way, and we were kicking a walk-off field goal, I would still feel the same way.
Yeah.
For VA.
Yeah.
It's just VA.
Yeah. James says, I'm with you there. Yeah, I am too. Because as a person, he's just got my respect, right? Like every single player that he plays with, all respects him just for the way he is, right? He's such a great leader. He's so humble. Like we went to his practices, right? Everyone's in the locker room and he's still out there picking up the cones.
Yeah.
Picking up the cones. Like your franchise quarterback is out there picking up the cones.
And dragging the tackle bags.
And when he was injured and the guys were warming up, he was there with the water bottles, handing out to his guys because he can't play, so he wasn't dressed.
Yeah.
That kind of leader you can't help but just respect, right?
You can't teach that kind of stuff. That stuff is who he is.
Yeah. Just Believe says Bo is more mobile than he was in Calgary, but not mobile enough. Would be surprised if he ran more than once in the playoffs. He tried. What was that game where he tried to run and it looked so awkward, and even he himself laughed afterwards.
Well, what was that game he ran and scored a touchdown? He was so excited because he actually ran and scored a touchdown.
James says he's just the best dude. I think he's talking about VA. Daniel says, yes, he's such a team player.
Yeah, he puts the team first, and his heart is in the right spot.
Yeah.
He knew who to give the glory to, win or lose. He knew where it's coming from.
Yeah. Just Believe says, I went on the field and got to hear VA talk about his faith after the Argus game when they won by 30. Oh, cool. Yeah, he's just a true man of character.
Yeah, actually, I think that's the only thing greater than his leadership is his faith.
Yeah. Well, that's where he gets his leadership from, right?
Yep. Yep. He knows where it's coming from.
And win or lose, he stays humble.
Yep.
Yeah. Blake says, "I'll always love you." Yeah. So, time for Arthur's questions.
All right. So, Roland, who is your Canadian player of the game?
All right. So I had the whole show to think about this. So I'm gonna give the runner up to Justin McInnes for that final play and for being 84 yards. He was our best receiver. It's not a good game, 84, but our whole offense stunk, right? So runner up to him for that clutch catch to set up the game winning touchdown field goal. But yeah, my Canadian of the game would be Sean White. He was
What? So okay. So McInnes is your runner-up.
McInnes, my runner up,
Okay. Okay. Got it.
and Sean White gets my
All right.
Canadian of the game. Just solid. And when we met him last summer, we talked to him, and he says he lives for these moments. This moment where he gets to kick the winning field goal. That's the moment that he lives for. And so he got to live it again.
Well, I mean, honestly, what kicker worth his salt wouldn't live for this moment? That as a kicker is what just like a baseball player. I want to be the guy hitting full count 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Out. That's where I want to be, right?
Yeah.
Kudos to Sean White and the other legend we met that day pregame in Paul McCallum. Same kind of thing. They want to be that guy.
Yes.
Game on their foot.
Just Believe says my Canadian of the game is Jalen Philpott.
Of course,
I mean, if I were a Stamps fan, I would say the same thing.
Hey, I mean, he was again in post game. Dickinson said he did it all. He ran the ball. He caught the ball. He was blocking. I mean, what more can you ask from a receiver?
Yeah. Daniel asks, "What do the Lions have to do quickly to beat SAS?" Let's touch on that after we go through Arthur's questions. We'll touch on that.
Oh, I got a quick answer for that one.
Okay, Arthur, go ahead with your next.
All right, Greg, who is your unsung hero of the game? I mean, these are all BC Lion players, so just believe, just to let you know.
Well, staying true to Roland's template here, my runner-up is the entire special teams squad. I mean, they carried this team, like I said in the beginning of the show, they carried this team because defense faltered, offense sputtered, special teams was consistently, and yes, I'm going to say it today, special teams was consistently great. Again, Kieran and I think is 27 with that fumble recovery, but my player, unsung hero of the game, getting the game off to an awesome start with the best field position to start with all year, Seven McGee.
Wow. I cannot believe this.
Seven McGee.
I'm blown away.
We better look out the window. I think we see pigs flying.
I cannot believe this.
I mean, it was RCJ that got that TD. But again, that took blocking. It was clean. So yes, runner-up is the entire special teams return team, coverage team. But I gotta pick a player. I'll give it to Seven.
So you guys are following this theme. You guys talk 80% about your runner-up, and then 20% of the time, and then at the end, you give me who the winner is. But 80% of your answer is about the runner-up.
Well, because the runner-up did a lot more. Because the runner-up's a broad thing, but
it's like a misdirection. It's like this Calgary misdirection.
No, but Seven got just kind of like Aiden's Saskatchewan touchdown. Boom, Seven put us on the 40. We have never ever started past our own 40.
I'm just soaking up the 7 McGee love that you're giving out there, Greg. I'm just soaking it up.
Well, hey, come on, and again, Aiden's clutch. I could talk about that too, but no, special teams they carry it. If it wasn't for special teams, coverage, returns, everything else, we don't win this game. Bottom line. Thank you, Seven.
Just Believe also has his unsung hero of the game, and it's Jalen Philpott.
Familiar theme.
All right.
Well, big picture moment. Last week I gave it to Buck, and then this week, no runner-up. It's Buck Pierce again. Did you see him in the locker room after the win?
Oh,
Yeah.
That emotion coming from him, that was raw.
That
That was
emotion, that
honest.
intensity,
That is the right kind of coach for this team. No question. No question.
Yeah.
and it's the attitude, right? To stick with it. You know, it wasn't their best game. They're being outplayed offensively and defensively, but like the special team. So it's just that his intensity to stick with it. They were being like in the second half. That O line was being that O line was kind of being hit hard all game. The D line, they weren't as effective nor in the second half, and that
Yeah.
the defense was kind of getting run a bit.
And
Yeah.
they were getting tired. I mean, because they
They're
were on the
getting
field a
tired.
lot more than the offense was.
Yeah, that time possession was pretty. Yeah, because
Yep.
we our two touchdown drive. Well, one was a punt return touchdown, and the other one was
Yeah.
What, 3 plays,
running
4
for
plays?
two to three plays.
Yep.
Very quick. So yeah, but I think it's the attitude of the team has changed. It took some time, but it's the attitude of never giving up, still fighting. And the defense had to come up. Like Lions are only up by 3 with what, a minute and one
Yep.
left, and they held VA to a field goal.
The tying field goal. Correct.
Yeah.
But then,
Yep.
so that was huge,
Well,
really big. So my big picture moment decision for the Lions is, again, it's still going to be the head coach, because he's got the players believing in his vision.
well, did you see the look
and
on
attitude.
every one of on their faces and in their eyes when he was giving that speech? They were not. There's not one guy doing anything else but focusing on Buck.
Yeah.
And that attitude shift happened a lot quicker than I thought it would, and I think than the three of us thought it would. It happened pretty quick.
I thought it would happen in the second half of the year. You know, and I mean, it all depends on matchups is in football is everything, right? So, but again, Saskatchewan's gonna be it's gonna be a tough pill to swallow there. But yeah, I think they're believing in him, and that attitude to believe and to keep fighting, and they're not satisfied. They know there's a lot of stuff they have to improve on.
And he said that right away after he said, "Great game, guys, but keep humble, get back to work because there's a lot we got to take care of."
Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Good
James
call.
says we thought this was a lost season. Absolutely.
Yep.
So Arthur was saying even if this is as far as we get, and we lose next week.
When did Arthur say that?
You
What?
don't know.
Come on, man!
He
And you
said
thought just believe autocorrect was wrong? Come on.
Let me
Okay,
reiterate
okay,
what
you
I-
want
That
okay,
is
okay. I'll
reiterate what I
I'll let Arthur
Yeah,
speak for
'cause,
himself.
yeah,
then.
let's if you want, I said before the game started
Yesterday, yes.
yesterday, I said win lose for the Lions this year, how they came back with a big regime change, that it's a successful year because they hosted a playoff game,
Yeah.
right? And they gave hope back to the Lions. The Lions were on a kind of a downwards
Yeah.
trend, right? So they got some young pieces in the secondary to mature, and I mean, beginning of last year, end of last year to this year, we had the transition, and I think he's done a good job. Now, that's what I was saying, like, to Roland before the game started. So
Yeah.
now, obviously, now they've won the semifinal. It's a successful year. Now, of course, these guys are not satisfied until they win a Grey
Yeah.
Cup. But just as me, in terms of a progression, with a lot of holes and some amount of injury, the Lions have it's happened to them in critical areas. Yeah, I think it's a successful season in my books.
No, absolutely agree. So yeah, Arthur said it a lot better than the way I worded it. Okay, let's go back to a quick question. What do we need to do? Because we're all concerned about next week with Saskatchewan. What do we need to do? Start with Greg.
Consistently have 2 to 3 guys in the backfield immediately, because we know Harris is going to be maybe 2-step drop or 0-step drop. He'll be in shotgun and that ball's out, but they will try to establish roulette. We have to take Ouellette out of the game and harass Harris. I mean, just have guys in the backfield to disrupt everything. That's a very general statement, but they got to get penetration to either um, affect the run or affect Harris's quick release. They got to have guys in there disrupting. Period.
Yeah. Daniel says line of scrimmage, so the trenches. Jerut says protect Rourke. James says pressure Harris, like what you said, and protect Nathan. Arthur?
I mean, I know the defense has kind of carried the team in the last 7-8 weeks, but I think this comes back on the offense again. You know, the offense is kind of taking their foot off the pedal a little bit. I think they need to go full throttle. The Lions have to offensively score early and often. They have to grind the clock. They have to score touchdowns. Their aerial tech has to be on point. Nate's got to be they got to protect Nate. That's what you guys have mentioned. They got to get a lead. Then you take Ouellette out of the game when they're down by 2 or 3 scores. I mean, it's a big task for the Lions to get up 2 or 3 scores.
Yeah.
But the path to beating Saskatchewan, when I saw how Calgary beat Saskatchewan earlier, is they were up early and often. Yeah, take the crowd out of the game. VA was throwing deep passes, and they were getting open deep. Right.
Alfred was a beast. Yes, the first one. Yes.
Yeah. So that's how you beat them. You got to beat them fast and early. Then you take Ouellette out of the game. I was like, how come they're not running Ouellette? I'm like, well, I guess you're down 3 scores, so you're trying to pass.
Because now you're making Harris desperate.
Yes.
Yeah. Then he has a drop back.
Yeah.
Right. Because if he's ahead or within a score, they can run Ouellette. They can play action and then get these guys on those slants 10, 15 yards downfield because your linebacker's up trying to stop AJ.
Yeah.
Right? So if you can get them behind by 2 or 3, big if, but that's the recipe to beating them.
Yeah, and then you keep Harris off the field with like you said, with the drives. Grind it out. Yeah. Harris sits on the sideline. You are absolutely right.
And then once they're out, Saskatchewan, once they're in a rhythm, they can run, they can do their short passing game, their quick passes. But once they have to drop back and they have to they're behind, they're out of their element. They've been a front running team, or it's been close games, and then they just kind of get with Ouellette, or they just keep passing, and then that's how they're winning. How much adversity have they felt?
None.
I mean, the last 2 weeks, they kind of sewed up first, so they don't really care,
it's not
right?
Adversity, yeah.
They haven't. So that's the Lions' edge, if they have one, is the Lions have had a lot of adversity this year.
Yes.
And Saskatchewan hasn't had much.
True.
Apart from those 2 early losses against Calgary. Yeah, and then that was it. So I would think, we got to take Ouellette out of the game. Either we stop him or our offense is great. So between those 2 options, I think our offense has to do it.
Yeah, I think it's hand in hand. I think it was Daniel that we win the trenches because if we're winning the trenches defensively, we're stopping Ouellette. If we're winning the trenches offensively, we're pressuring Harris. We're doing what Arthur says. We got to make them. We have to dictate. We can't let them have their.
I don't know if we can win both line of scrimmages, man. I'm happy to take one.
Yeah, take one.
I'm not gonna hope for both.
No, but one leads to the other, right? If we can stop Ouellette, I mean, but I like who said 14-3. It'd be nice if we can get up early.
Yeah.
And it would be nice. I would give my left arm to see 2 ticky-tack calls go against Saskatchewan and see Mace lose it.
That's what I'd love to see. You give your left arm if Seven McGee runs back 2 touchdowns.
I'll give my right arm.
Oh, okay.
All right, so James
if he runs back 2 touchdowns in the Saskatchewan game, oh Lord, then there's that early lead.
So the only thing is if the Lions win, Jim says he may need to sleep in the garage for a month. If the Lions win. Let me read a few comments.
Jim can come over here then.
Morbiddle agrees. Get a few quick scores. Take the crowd out. Just Believe says Saskatchewan's winning. You don't have any hope. Daniel agrees. Take the crowd out of it. Just Believe BC has the same chance at winning as Palpatine has at coming back from the dead. Again, taking the crowd out would be huge.
He's a
Morbital
Star
says,
Wars fan. Wow, just believe.
never underestimate the lengths the football
Don't use
gods
the
will go to
power of
cursing the
dark
riders.
side.
Leos have a good shot. Daniel says, Lions go up 14-3 would be great right away. Ain't no such thing as football gods. What are you on? Just Believe says. Oh, I read that already. Just Believe Lions aren't going up 14-3. Riders going up 21-7.
Wow.
Explain Saskatchewan's record in the Grey Cup if they're not cursed, like 3 wins out of 18 or something.
Ooh.
Wow, Morbital.
Okay. Oh, Just Believes putting in his prediction already. I guess we can record this. He's predicting 35-20 Riders. Warren says,
Our offense isn't going to get more than 20 points? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. James says, I might have to. I think that's sleeping in the garage. Okay, I guess it's prediction time. Who goes first? Just Believe has gone already. We can record that.
Done.
Who's going first among the three of us?
All right. Let's go here. I think it is rolling. Is it? Yeah, it's rolling.
Okay. It's tough to predict.
Oh, come on. You're going to pick BC.
I know, but
I think he's talking about getting the
You
score right.
picked BC the whole year.
yes.
You haven't picked anyone other than BC the whole year. You're not
Yes.
going to change now.
I'm not going
man.
to change, but the scores change. The scores change.
I can see it right here, man.
Yeah.
It's BC all the way down, man.
Yeah, I'm projecting. I'm projecting what I want to happen, and a lot of it has come to pass. So, Daniel says 33-26 BC. So I agree with your strategy, Arthur. So if they're able to implement that strategy, then
That's a
I
big
would
if.
say,
That's a big if.
yeah, I would say. I'm going to say 35-30 for BC. Okay. James says 24-22 Lions.
Ooh, gee.
Captain Buttershirt says 30-27. So Jared is voting or putting in the prediction for Captain Buttershirt. Morbital Snow will impact. That's true. 27-21. So maybe the scores won't be as high.
You see, Just Believe's got a Grey Cup prediction already.
Yeah, that's a little bit. I guess Arthur, you can record this.
No. No.
Okay, we'll record it next
We're
week.
going. We're one week at a time, man.
All right.
There's no way. No.
Daniel says, I say that is from my heart, but my head is saying Saskatchewan.
It doesn't matter. Heart,
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, Just Believe says, Riders D going to shut down Roar. Okay, Tommy has a prediction, 35-31 Lions.
Snow impact Morbital.
Yeah. The Lions will need to play a near perfect game. They can't take the foot off the pedal like they did yesterday.
They have to
they
play
got-
a perfect game, not near perfect. They have to play perfect.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just Believes changing his prediction. Instead of 35-20, I say 30-20. Still for the Riders. Okay, weather says -3 sunny. Okay, so snow won't be a factor. Morbital says, I'll be watching with my buddy from Regina, drinking Pilsners. Will be a fun night either way. True.
I gotta concentrate on my prediction now. All right.
Oh, okay.
Greg's next.
All right.
What?
Yeah, it's rolling Greg and me. Yeah, it's always how
Okay, I'm with Daniel. My heart says one thing, my head says another.
What does your butt say?
Oh. Yeah, we haven't voted with my butt in a long.
I thought you voted with your butt all the.
Okay. While you're thinking, Tommy's asking, Alan going to play this week? I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Somebody did say on Reddit they said Alan Allen would be if Allen can play, then put Schluger back as a the guard and take
Right
Una
guard.
out of there.
Take Una out.
But you need another Canadian starter.
Yeah, yeah,
So you take you. Some people are saying take Barry out and put Poisson in.
yeah. Starter. Yeah, because again, you want that short to medium passing game to make the drives longer, right? You don't need the deep threat. Um, crap. Okay, BC 28-24 is my gut.
Okay.
Is yeah, but my head is Saskatchewan 35, BC
I'm only gonna give me
21.
the
You
first
just get one
the first
prediction.
one down,
Yeah,
man. You don't
yeah.
get like
No, I'm just
Multiple
saying
eye,
my
predictions.
that's my head.
elbow, nose. Forget it.
No, no, my head says Saskatchewan, but I'm my prediction. Go with my heart. It's the BC win, but
Yeah. So Just Believe says, if is there going to be a live screen after the Grey Cup, even if the Lions aren't in it? Yeah, we're going to do a live stream for all the games, regardless of whether the Lions are going to be in or not.
Well, after the Grey Cup, right? So yeah, we'll do it. I mean, there'll be Sunday night,
Yeah, Sunday
8:30.
night.
So yeah, we won't. Yeah.
So we're still going ahead with
Oh
that
yeah,
show.
yeah. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it.
that's the 16th. Yes.
Yeah, it's 3-down football. We'll talk about it, right? It's
Yeah.
the pinnacle of the 3-down game. We'll talk about it.
The only game, right, Ro?
Yes.
Well,
Jared says,
it's the only 3-down game. that
predict
matters.
Finley will snag another INT. Okay, that would be
Yes.
great.
Finley snagging an INT because Harris has to throw up a prayer to even get the game back on even, and Finley shuts it down with an INT. I like that, Captain Buttershirt.
Okay,
Okay, Arthur.
so here's my thoughts. The Riders' record after Labor Day hasn't been great under Corey Mace. And their field goal kicker, who's it going to be? Is it going to be the guy that BC faced? Or is it going to be Lawler?
Oh,
Because that's the weakness of the team, is that field goal kicker. Would you go with someone who has one game experience in a mean nothing game? He was like 2 for 2, I think, on his field goal kicking or whatever.
Mm.
And you're going to put him in, or you go with the veteran who's had a rough year? And in a playoff game, these things can change and it can unravel very quickly. The record, although they have a great record, they're probably middle of pack in terms of hot teams in the stretch after Labor Day. And I've been watching the CFL game long enough to know it's not how you start, it's how you finish in the CFL. In a 9-team league, if you got a hot team going the playoffs, that's the most dangerous team. And it doesn't matter. There's nothing about style of points. It's about just getting wins. And sometimes all the pressure's on the Riders. I'm sure TSN, Sports Duel, Vegas is all going to be picking the Riders heavy favorites.
yep.
Heavy favorites. Especially how the BC looked yesterday against the Stamps. So I'm calling for a big upset.
Okay.
It's not going to even be close.
Whoa.
That pressure is going to cripple the Riders. And I'm calling for 38-19 BC.
Wow.
38 points on the Riders D? Holy cow.
And just 19.
So, again, they've been resting their guys. Yeah, I mean, Herrick goes, yeah, I got in good rhythm. Didn't find the end zone, though. They got down close, and then they had to punch it in. No Tommy Stevens. Look at their record after Labor Day. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And it's different if we were facing Winnipeg, who have a winning tradition and winners on their roster that make a difference in the playoffs. Who do they have? I mean, Ouellette's 1-1. But would you say that's on Ouellette in Toronto? I'm insane. But that's what I'm thinking, right? The pressure is so hard. So I've been around. Yeah, the Riders are favored, and lightly so. But I'm calling a big
Jeez.
upset.
Gene's definitely sleeping in the garage if your prediction comes true.
Hey, Gene, come on over. We got a guest room for you here, buddy.
Yes.
The field goal kicking will make a difference, and it'll start to unravel the team.
Yeah. You make a good point. You make a good point, right? Like if we can keep them out of the end zone and force them to field goals, and if he's off, you know, it could get to them.
One early miss, and then it just derails the team.
Yeah.
But
Then they're going to
maybe-
start going for it, right? I mean, it's
Maybe
just,
a lot of their catches fired, and he becomes 100% guy again.
well, even so, if he's 100% guy, then he's pretty much equal what we have in Sean White. Just I think he has a little bit more distance.
Yeah, more distance.
But then that just equals what we have.
Yep, true enough.
So we
enough.
have an advantage at a key position. One key position. And right now, I don't know if their return game is as good as ours right now.
I'll agree with that. I will agree with that.
Yeah, true.
And I think our quarterback, although he had a rough game, is more in sync with his offense than Harris is right now. But their lines, their both lines are very daunting, and we got an uphill. And we are definitely underdogs, but I'm predicting a big upset.
Okay. That's. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's still a hope and a prayer, but but it makes a lot of sense.
I don't like. I mean, it's like I think that BC is gonna like the chance of winning is like 33% or less, right?
Yeah.
But I think with all these things in mind, I think that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, Jared, pressure on Riders' kicking team. They know a shank kick might summon the wrath of Saskatchewan fans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Captain Buttershirt may have, like he's agreeing with Arthur.
Yes.
Now, if BC was facing Winnipeg in the Western Final, in Winnipeg, for some reason I wouldn't be making this prediction. Winnipeg knows how to win.
Yeah. Just believes
not
this.
this year anymore.
Put in
not
the guy
anymore,
from
but
last
in
week.
the past, right?
So put in the guy from last week at Saskatchewan. He kicked the ball through the uprights on a freaking kickoff.
Yeah, with the wind helped
no,
that one.
That was a bit shorter though, right?
It was a penalty.
There was a penalty, yeah.
And the wind in Saskatchewan.
But you still only get 1 point kicking it through the uprights. But yeah, I would say
he's got a leg, yeah.
bring that guy in with one game experience in the playoffs. The whole province is pinging their hopes on this one team. Let's see how it happens. Playoff pressure, man. There's nothing like it.
Yeah. Should be 3. Okay.
Technically, it has to be pinned. It has to be snapped and placed for 3.
Okay. We've gone way over time. So let's
Holy cow.
let's call it a night. Lothar has been disappointing. Yeah. Then that's what Arthur's saying, right? Should have taken up Paredes. This is Saskatchewan. Nathan has beat them before. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, Captain Buttershirt.
Yeah. Good night. Good night, Jim. Great show. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was great chatting. Still very nervous about the game, but have a great week, and we'll catch you after the game next Sunday. Jim says, "Let's go Lions." Good night. Just believe.
Lions have nothing to lose. You got
True.
nothing to lose. All the pressure's on the Riders.
Okay. Fingers crossed for next week. Good night, guys. See you next week. Okay. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.